Okay, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how we do the quick cut editing with Multiview HD Pro. Quick cut allows you to actually do editing on the fly and then quickly make an assembled cut of those trimmed edits, and then you can review it immediately. You don't have to wait for rendering. You don't have to wait for any of the typical things you do in a video editing software. So we can just start editing right away. I can pick any of these 4 panels. These are paired. This is my first segment, 1 and 2 left. This is one camera on the body cam. This is the camera on the handlebar. This is the camera on the body cam. So you can see what the handlebars are. So for this purpose, for example, I'm just going to pick the shot that I was doing going through the off-road section of the trail. And what I'll do here is I have already made a list of where I want to start. So maybe I want to start at the enter of the road. And then to create a EDL, I'm going to hit new. And I'm going to put the name here, what I want to call this, this edited program. So we'll just use 2024. Bike trail. Right. So this is now the actual name of the edit list. It can also be the name of the output reel, but when we're going to do here is we're going to actually, when we're ready to make the edited reel, I'll give you a different name just so we can use the same EDL each time to make different cuts. Anyway, so let's go ahead and we'll start our editing. There are 3 ways you can do your trimming. One is you can click on the in the in point here, and then you can go ahead and hit play. And then you can hit on the out point and then trim. Now I can do this all together by simply using hotkeys. I like to use, there are 2 different hotkey choices. I can use the left bracket, right bracket, and backslash to be the in, out, and trim. Or if I'm used to the in point I, out point O, and T, they're separated, but because if you're doing a lot of quick editing, I like to use the consecutive keys on the keyboard that are the left bracket, right bracket, and backslash. They're all in the same row. So I can quickly do my editing. So now let's go ahead. I'll do that, and you'll see these go in and out, not because I'm hitting on the mouse, but I'm actually doing it on the keyboard. So I'll show you in, out, whoops, hit the wrong button here, out, and then trim. So I can skip ahead. I can maybe move ahead here if I wanted to go to the next section of the video. Then I'll set an in point and play it. And I'll do a out point and trim. So you may ask, why don't I just after they enter the out point do the edit? The reason is because let's say, I'll give you an example. Let's say I'm here and I do the in and then I play it and then I do an out, but then I say, oh, maybe I want to make that the out. So I'll re-click it and extend it by hitting that, and then I hit the trim. And we'll do another edit here, in, out, trim. And then let's go to the next section of the, this is going down a descent, so I can find the beginning of that and play that here. And maybe we'll stop it there, hit an in, play it. And if I don't want to see the whole thing, I can just simply pause it and then move around to get to the out point, set out point, and trim. And then I can just do it on the fly here. I'm going to go ahead and we'll see in and out and trim. In and we'll set an out point as soon as we get onto the pavement. Okay, out point, trim. Okay, so I can continue to do this. You see the edit list down in the bottom here. This gives you an idea of the edits that you're making. So I could pick another video and then go ahead and now these were all in sync, but I could have alternated between this one and that one, between the two of them, and or picked another video. Maybe it doesn't even have to be in sync. It can be in just a B-roll or another part of the video. Like say, for example, I wanted to use a little bit of the beginning video here. They're going red because this is not in sync with that. So I'm going to right-click, turn off the sync to that, and then let's find an edit here. Maybe we want to, although this wouldn't fit in the particular sequence, but this might show you how you can just simply do edit. So I'm going to do an edit there. I'm going to turn off the video, the audio, and we'll do an out point here and trim. So we put that in there, and then I can go back to my original video. I'll reactivate that. And then let's finish off here. I'll do a in point and an out point and trim. Okay, so we made enough. Now we've got looks like 9 edits here, 8, 9 edits, and so in order to do a quick cut, you have to go make sure that in the program output panel here, you've selected use same as source, quick cut, and it's not going to do any re-encoding. Now the requirement here is that to do quick cuts, all the videos that are in there have to be the same frame rate and the same resolution and the same format. In other words, you can't mix H.2.65 with H.2.64. So in this particular case, these are all H.2.64. So we look at our edit list, you can see they are all the same frame rate and the same resolution. And if they weren't, and we tried to start the edit, it would warn us and let us, we'd have to remove that edit from the list. So let's go ahead now. Now it's in quick cut. I'm just going to hit the render button, and it's just telling us here that the current output reel and format settings are for quick cuts, and that the cuts are going to be on the keyframes, and that will affect the accuracy, but you'll see the next message is that the edits will be less than a half-second accurate. Typically, what I find is they're within maybe 2 to 3 frames on the average, but this is the worst case here. And then now it's going to ask me the name of the actual video output program we want to make here. And that was the name of the edit list. It'll do that if I want. But if I'm making several different versions of this, I'll give it a different name. Now this, I'm just going to say this is the quick cut version edit. And now you'll see when you're doing quick cuts and doing it on the frame, you see how quickly it makes this and then plays it back. And this cuts, all the cuts are clean because they're all done on keyframes. That's our little circle. So this is really great for a quick review of your edits, and then if you really want to refine them, you could either refine them here by rendering, or you could take this video and put it into a video editing software and add some titles, effects if you want. But this is very, very fast, good for quick review, and many occasions you don't even need more accuracy than what you get here. And you'll see in a moment here how to do that B-roll of the street. You can see how they put that in there. There we go. And then it goes back. So that gives you an idea of how to do quick cut editing with a Future Video multi-view.